fresh from Keisha's kitchen. So roomies, go get your plates, grab your food, and come sit down and eat with me. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get future notifications every time the roommates drop a new video. Enjoy watching, y'all. Now let's eat. Hey roomies, how y'all doing? If you're new, welcome. If you've been here a while, you know it's time for the countdown. I'm gonna start with the pasta. 3, 2, 1, go. This MOSTACCIOli delicious roomies. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of sauce to it. One thing you gotta know about me roomies is when it comes to pasta, I've always loved sauce. I love sauce and I love cheese. Like my grandma, when she used to make her famous pastas, when we'd go over to her house every day and she'd cook, she'd always get mad because of how much sauce I put on the pasta. I'd be like, Grandma, if you don't want me eating all that pasta, just say so. I'll just eat less pasta so I can use less sauce. My mom was like that too. She used to love sauce on her pasta, like a lot. She would like practically drown the pasta in sauce. And I got breaded chicken breast. I got MOSTACCIOli with marinara sauce, and I got breaded chicken breast. Look how good that looks, you guys. I love dipping chicken in marinara sauce. So Rumi, let me share with you this funny story that happened one time. Now, when I was young, when I was a teenager, I was the type where I figured because I'm young, I could handle going to work without barely any sleep. Because what I would do is I would, like, if it was summertime and I was working my summer job at Jewel. I went to a house party that one of my friends were throwing. It was on the weekend. And so we had me and my friend at the time, like how I do eating challenges now. At the time she wanted to have like a drinking challenge. She wanted to see if I could drink as much as her. So we both had like 10 shots of vodka and chased it down with Sprite. Let me tell you, babe, it didn't hit me. It really didn't hit me at first. But by the time I went home, that day, I was sick. And my mom, she didn't know about that time because, like, if I was out with my friends and I'd be drinking, I would come home And I make sure like I like tiptoe in the house so she would know I was coming home late. So as soon as my head hit that pillow, when I came home that night, I felt like the room was spinning. And I had that like, that weird tingly feeling in my head. When you drink, once you get that tingly feeling, that means that you're about to vomit at any time. So that next day I had to go to work, and I had to be at work at 3 o'clock. I got home that morning at like 5 in the morning, and I had to be at work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was not feeling like going to work, but I wasn't gonna miss no day of pay. So I go to work with a splitting headache and a hangover. And some of my friends that were at the party, they drive past in their car to see, and they were shocked that I actually went to work that day because they were expecting, from how much I drank, that I would end up ditching work. But I was the type where the only time I would take time off from work, it was never a sick day. It was always like family events, like holidays or birthday parties. So when I was at work, I had to be outside. I was a bagger, and I pushed carts. So I'm outside moving slow as can be. Like, I thought that my vision, that sun, when that sun was hitting my eyes, it hurt like you wouldn't believe. Like, I was like squinting, and I felt like I was just moving real slow. Like, I would move as slow as can be. And I couldn't even really eat nothing that day. Like, my stomach was feeling like sensitive. And you know your girl Amber, she loves to eat. So if I got a day where I can't eat, that means I must be sick. Or my stomach must be hurting like you wouldn't believe. So just to hide that I had to try to hide that I had a hangover. As soon as my boss told me I could take my break, I go and get me since I couldn't eat nothing, I go and get a 5 hour of the pop. Honestly, I felt like that was the only thing. The only way I was able to hide how sick I was. For that 5 hour was like, when I would drink it, it'd be like a kick in the butt. Like a kick in the butt of energy. I'll go from moving as slow as a snail to walking around the store like Speedy Gonzales. But man, when I got home that day and the energy drink had wore off, I was feeling it. My headache came back. My headache came back, and as soon as I got home, I slept for a good 8 hours. And so my mom, she'd say to me, she'd be like, honey, what's wrong? Why are you so sleepy today? You're more sleepy than usual. Did you, she'd say to me, did you go to work without caffeine today? I'm like, no, I went to work with caffeine that just wore off, and now I'm sleepy. I'm like, I'm ready to take a nap. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to have another 5 hour. I'm just gonna take a nap. But trust me, when you don't got enough sleep, you pay for it. Especially you got to go to work the next day. Me personally, if I don't get enough sleep, I'm extremely absent-minded, like you would not believe. Like it's like lack of sleep impairs not just my thinking, but it's like it impairs my hearing too. Like I have like that selective hearing. So a lot of times if you tell me something, I'll be thinking I'm hearing the opposite of what you said. Like I'll be like, I'm not gonna tell you what I thought I heard you say. I'll be like, yeah, can you repeat yourself? I didn't hear you. Because I'm not gonna want to repeat what I thought I heard, because then it's gonna be laughed at. Some people are gonna be like, what do you hear? Or what do you think you hear? You guys, I love this MOSTACCIOLI. And this breaded chicken, it takes me back. But it's like at some places you work at, you can't really trust your employees. Because, I mean, you got some employees, they'll just be snitching on you just for the heck of it. Like, I had this one employee that she would snitch on me if I took an extra 5 minutes on my break. And she was no better. She used to take like 30-minute breaks. But because she was so cool with the boss. Let me see where I can put this. Yeah, I'll just move this over here. Sometimes I think there's a ghost that sits with me while I'm doing videos. Because sometimes the weirdest things will happen in the most random time. That right there is a blooper. Like this girl, she one time snitched on me because I was supposed to be upstairs cleaning the break room, and I was on break anyway, and our breaks were like 15 minutes at the time. So I was supposed to be I was on my break. So I figured I'd do it like this. I spent 15 minutes on my break and the last 15 minutes cleaning the break room. Because I was not going to deep clean the break room. It would take me too long. So the only thing I did in there was clean the tables off, clean the countertops, and then clean the inside of the microwave. And then I go downstairs and my boss says to me, she says, so-and-so said that you've been upstairs on your break for 30 minutes. And I'm like, no, that is a lie. I was upstairs for 15 minutes on my break. And the other 15 minutes, I was up there cleaning the break room. Because when I worked at Jewel, we had different jobs. Like if you worked the late shift, one person would take out the garbage. One person would be on garbage duty, another person would have to clean the break room. And then another person would have to go upstairs and get the boxes of bags and bring them downstairs. I used to love doing that because I would have alone time and I would get away from my coworkers and the customers, and it'd be like, to me it was like fun when I got to have my alone time to do work away from the front end department. I love that. Because at the end of the night, when I was tired, I didn't want to be around people. I got in mind being around the customers because they really didn't talk to me, but it was more like my coworkers I couldn't really get along with. I mean, when I first started working that job, there was always a new person that would try to suck up to the boss and would find some way to get me in trouble. Because they would see that I had no write-ups and I had like perfect attendance. And they'd look at me like a goody two-shoes, and they'd be trying to get me in trouble, trying to get me fired just because they got nothing better to do. So roomies, I'm full. I had so much fun eating and talking with you guys, but now it's time to close out. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get future notifications every time the roommates drop a new video. Thank you all for watching. Peace out, y'all. We love you. Remember to live, love, and laugh. Bye, y'all.